Well, hello there. For those of us who are already a part of the fragrance fam, welcome back to the lab. And for anyone who is new, thanks very much for joining us and keep watching to find out what we're all about here at AFI. So today I'll be giving a free recipe for a uniquely soothing body lotion complete with one of our all-time best-selling fragrances, oatmeal, milk, and honey. So keep watching to see how it's done, and without further ado, let's get started. Now this recipe is an easy way to get started with working in phases. Now there's a couple different steps to take to ensure you'll get a stable and pleasant to use lotion. So first is the water base. So this contains our water-based ingredients, which of course includes distilled water, as well as sodium lactate for its humectant properties. And then lastly is the phase is hydroxyethyl cellulose. And I know it's a mouthful, but it's a key ingredient to giving this lotion such a unique and light texture. So we're going to add it into the liquid ingredients, stir, and then we'll settle to the bottom. But with consistent heat and stirring, it'll dissolve and then give a liquid gel-like look. So to make that happen, we're going to combine this all together and then pop it into our double boiler. So while that is heating up, you can go ahead and get started with your oil phase. So for that, you'll need some glycol stearates, some cetyl alcohol, and these two will emulsify the oils into the water phase and give the lotion a nice and creamy texture. For an even more moisturizing lotion, add some isopropyl myrcete and a liquid oil of your choice. So I prefer lightweight lotions with minimal greasy residue, so I chose to use some fractionated coconut oil, but you can swap this out with any liquid oil that you prefer. So we're gonna get all of this combined in another heat-safe container and then place them in the double boiler alongside our precious water phase. Both phases need to heat until all the solid ingredients are melted and the hydroxyethyl cellulose is dissolved. So stir them occasionally to help them along, and I'll check back in with you guys when we're ready for the next step. So here we are. As you can see, my oil phase is completely liquid and my water phase is looking nice and jelly-like. So to combine them, you'll want them to be within 10 degrees of each other, so ideally around 120 to 130 degrees. Now this will ensure that you get a nice stable emulsion with no separation or that chunkiness. So use an infrared thermometer to check their temperatures, and if one is a lot hotter than the others, just simply remove it from the double boiler and allow it to cool down a little bit and until it matches the other of the other. All right, so I have both of my temperatures just right, so I popped both phases out of the double boiler, and now I'm ready to get going. So we're gonna add the oil phase into the water phase, and we're gonna grab an immersion blender. So this tool is key to getting them to blend quickly and seamlessly. So we're gonna submerge the blender, pulse it until the mixture becomes opaque, and then after some more blending, it should all hold together without any of the oils floating to the top. So to finish up the lotion and customize it a little, we can wrap it up with a cool down phase. So these ingredients need to be added as the lotion cools down before you package it up. So I have my lotion at about 105 degrees, make sure to check it. And that is a safe temperature to add in our first cool down ingredient. So let's get started. So this step isn't optional. Remember, lotion is water-based and water can harbor bacteria and mold. So to prevent this from growing over time, I'll be using some Optifin Plus as our preservative. So I have it already measured out here. And then next we have our best part, which is fragrance. This is where you can go crazy and really customize the lotion to suit your personal preference. So to give my lotion a warm and soothing scent, I've picked out our very own oat milk and honey fragrance. It's one of our best sellers for a reason. So all I have to do is add this into the beaker with a little bit of preservative, toss it in with a little bit of vitamin E oil for some extra antioxidant properties. And finally, an added bonus, I'm just adding in some finely ground oat flour. It just makes our lotion feel extra, extra special. To incorporate all the cool down ingredients, we're going to take a little bit of lotion from the main batch and stir it in with our cool down phase here. So we're going to mix it up and then add it back into the main batch. We'll make sure to stir it all in until we get a nice even mixture, and then you have your very own lotion. I love how the hydroxyethyl cellulose gives it a jelly-like feel, while the emulsifiers and oils keep it feeling rich and nourishing. So to bottle it up, we're going to use a funnel right here, or you can use a piping bag to cleanly dispense the cold lotion into these pump bottles. So the formula is thin enough to pump easily out of a nozzle, All you have to do now is just screw it on, and don't forget to top it with a cute little custom label. I hope this was an easy introduction to working with phases when making bath and beauty products. So once you get this process down, you can use it to make all kinds of lotions, shampoos, conditioners, and more. Subscribe to the AFI channel if you want to see more tutorials just like this, and become a member of our fragrance fam by subscribing and ringing that bell icon. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will catch you guys in the next one really soon. Bye for now.